It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The Brilliant Reports podcast.
Nah, I look really cool, man. We were watching it. We were in because it came out Friday. We got into Austin where we taped the special, and we were at dinner watching it. And shouts to YouTube TV. It was YouTube TV.
Yeah.
It's just fucking.
It was on YouTube TV?
Yeah. Well, YouTube TV has MTV.
Got you.
It's basically cable, but through Comedy Central. Yeah.
It came on. No, it didn't come on MTV. It came on Comedy Central, VH1, and it aired on 3 networks that night. I know Comedy Central, VH1, and I think Paramount Plus.
We watched on Comedy Central.
Yeah. And it sparked an interesting dinner conversation.
I love that. That's what this show's about. What did it spark? What was the conversation?
So we're sitting there where there's like, how many of us? Like 9 of us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alex, Derek, Jamil.
3 blacks.
Black guys.
Mm-hmm.
Myself, Mark, Dove. Vala is Pakistani. Dove is from Africa.
No.
But white.
So you were outnumbered.
He's Moroccan. No.
You and Mark were outnumbered?
And then maybe another person.
No, so just 8.
Okay, so it was 8. And we're having a conversation about the accountability for white America.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, what is, and I was like, what is the best way to make change? Is it pointing at what white America has done and making white people, because we looked at the shirts that you put out, right?
Decrackify America.
Yeah, but what is it? Like, not a bad white person or something.
I'm a good white person. GWP.
Oh, yeah. That shit was super corny. Don't white people do not ever wear that fucking shit.
They killing.
Please.
Them shit selling crazy.
Yeah, black people buying them for their white friends.
White people. No,
if you're a fucking white dude, you wear that shirt, you're a fucking loser.
No way. I'm gonna tell you. If you're a white dude who buys that shirt,
all white people are bad.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's the point. If you're a white person who buys that shirt, you're drawing a line in the sand. And it's just like, and by the way, do you know what joke that episode was based off? You should know. You're a stand-up comic.
What is it?
I said it in the episode.
I didn't watch. I wasn't able to watch the whole episode.
Chris Rock, niggas versus black people.
Assumed, but yeah.
Just like Chris Rock drew a line in the sand, and we had to pick a side. We're at a point in our society in 2021, especially when you got motherfuckers on horseback, cracking reins or whips or whatever the fuck it is at Haitian migrants.
Yep.
You got to draw a line in the sand. And a lot of white people like to identify themselves. You know when I learned that?
My
first
line
book.
in the sand is not wearing that shirt.
That shit is killing. Don't fuck my merch game up. Don't fuck my merch game up.
Let me give you a compliment on this, because I imagine one of the points of the show is to have these conversations.
Absolutely.
So we're sitting there, and I'm asking you guys, and I'm asking these guys, and I go, guys, what do you think the way to start this conversation with white people is? Like, how do you get white people to acknowledge these things that have happened? And I asked them, and I'm like, listen, maybe I have a very different background, because I'm abundantly familiar with the fucked up shit that has transpired in America. And I asked them, I was like, was that not taught in your schools?
No.
Keep in mind, I have like a very unique father who has an obsession with Lincoln and the civil rights movement, and we'd fucking listen to Abraham Lincoln's I Have a Dream speech every single day on his birthday. Like, that's probably very unique for a white kid growing up. But because of it, I'm abundantly aware. And they're like, yeah, we kind of like, we talked about slavery a little bit, but like...
But that's why they're trying to get rid of critical race there.
Boom.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm not aware of that. So I'm having this conversation. I'm like, well, what is the best way to get white people to be on board? Is it to be subversive with it? Or do you have these straight-on conversations? And Jamil says, he goes, look, I've known Jamil since I'm 13 years old. He's my best friend. He goes, it's not black people's responsibility to tell white people not to be shitty.
Yeah.
He goes, that's not our responsibility. Like, and I go, well, but if you want people to change, don't you have to decide what the change is? He goes, we can make that decision ourselves. But it's not up to every one of us to walk up to every white person we see on the street and be like, are you shitty? Let me teach you how to not be shitty. It's our job to thrive within this system that's fucked up and do whatever we can to do it. But like, to say I have to go up to every single person, I was like, all right, that's an interesting conversation. He goes, now within your group, if you love somebody and they happen to not be aware of these things, you would tell them anyway.
Yeah.
Just like you would tell them regardless. And I was like, because we were having that, we were posing the question is like, is it black people's responsibility to decide how history should be told, et cetera? And
I mean, it's all of our responsibility to tell accurate history.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think that's the problem. That's why everybody gets so mad about them trying to take critical race theory out of schools or the 1619 Project. Like, bro, this is what happened.
You trying to hide it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sugarcoat it. You can't, revise history. This is what happened. This is how it went down. How do we course correct? Now, Jamel's right. It's not our responsibility, but how many white people truly don't know?
That and that's another conversation we had is like, there could be white people. Like, I remember this. This is a crazy moment. It's not even that crazy, but I just remember it. I was in college and there was this black dude, friend of mine, and there was this white dude that we didn't know at a party. And the white dude was like the second weekend of college, and everybody's trying to make friends with the other. And the white dude, very innocently, like trying to like make friends, goes to the black dude, goes, so what's up, man? So like, are you playing a sport here or something? Like, not even trying to be racist. Like,
just asking the white guy question the black guy.
Was he tall?
He was in great shape. He wasn't tall, but he was in great shape.
Okay. I get that a lot. I do. You play football? You play football sometimes?
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I bet he did. Yeah. On the video game or something?
I can be a tailback.
We always together.
Yeah, sure.
I can be a tailback.
So he said it to him, and like the guy, and the black dude goes, no, I'm just going to school here. And then the white dude, you saw him feel so fucking embarrassed that he had this ingrained, but it wasn't prejudice like, I think you're worse. I truly believe that he was trying to connect.
I know exactly what happened in that moment.
He saw them as these things.
But you know what happens to me staying where I stay at now, and like I see everybody always want to tell me that they're not racist. And I appreciate that. They always want to tell me, and they always be like, you know what happened to that guy by the store or the other guy that got shot? Like, I really don't care.
That's why they got to buy the I'm a good white person t-shirt.
That's all you got to do. If
so
you buy
it kills the conversation.
If I'm racist, I'm buying all them shirts.
As a disguise.
If I'm in the KKK, I'm buying all them shirts. I'm walking around. You know what I mean? Like, thank you, Sean.
Leave me alone. That's like a vaccine. That's like a vaccine.
Vaccine for racism. That's what he did, yo. That's for sure. 100%.
You know what's so funny? What you said about the guy, right? I know exactly what that black dude was going through in that moment.
Yeah.
Because you're questioning yourself. You're like, was that racist?
Yeah, what is he actually saying?
I wrote about that in Shook One. Like, literally, I was in the office. I was in a meeting with a big-time executive, president of a network. This was years ago. And he said to me, he goes, boy, you really doing your thing. I don't remember nothing else from the meeting. Because in my mind, I'm like, did he call me a boy? Like, did he call me a boy? And you don't know how to react.
Yeah.
You say, yo, don't call me no boy. Like, whatever. So I'm just sitting there. Then his secretary or somebody walked in. And I don't know if it was, I think it was raining. And he goes, boy, it's raining hard out there. And I'm like, oh, that's just the way he talks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you're black, or maybe even a woman, I'm sure even white people get that now too in certain cases. Like when you hear certain things, you like, is that racist? Is that sexist? Should I say something? Should I not say something?
To make it racist though.
What, towards white people?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. We don't really care about
That's what I said. You can't really say nothing.
No, they do care. That's why they keep coming up to you saying, I'm not racist in this neighborhood.
No,
like,
I'm just saying.
They don't want to glare. You're looking too hard.
No,
like,
or they come and try to do it even softer, be like, oh, you must play Paul or something. Like, what are you doing around here?
See, that's what he just
and
said.
I'm like, I'm a fucking farmer. You know what I'm saying? Look at my boots, bro.